Hello everyone, I'm back with another question and answers. You guys seem to be liking these series of videos, so that I'd continue. This time we're doing another speed draw, because I am once again to the point in my story to where there is no non-spoiler pages. Which is kind of sad because I'm literally just on chapter 1. Of course, I'm still working on it during this video, but, you know, if I can think I can post it without, you know, spoiling anything or giving too much away, I will. Otherwise, I won't. Alright, so the first one of these I did was, well, was the most important thing you learn from writing manga, and there was a lot of people who gave really good advice that didn't get put in that video. So I thought I would make a part 2. The question is a little bit reworded, so let me just go ahead and... What's the best advice you can give a manga comic creator? And jump right onto the comments by Alvaro Ponce. Try to optimize how you create your content. Forgive me for being stupid, this is kind of an early morning. I guess what he's saying is organize how you create it to make it readable and understandable. I don't know. So the next one by Amanda Shepard. Keep going, keep practicing, and don't quit your day job because you need money for supplies. Sorry for butchering that. Don't quit your day job, because you might need money for supplies. This is true. A lot of people think, and I thought this too, that if you want to be a full-time manga artist, first of all, you gotta have the supplies. And if you're doing enough commissions to get those supplies, you know, that's fine. If you have all of your other income needs taken care of, that's fine if you're just making it on commissions. I did that for a while too. But it got to where I don't get a lot of commissions, so my demand for more art supplies outweighed how much money I was getting from commissions. And I haven't been able to book any any more conventions or anything, because that's also where I get my income from. So I had to get a small part-time job. So far, it's helping me save up for the printing process. Of course, pre-orders always help with that too. But yeah, I'm trying to save up enough money to get at least 100 mangas printed. Anyways, on back to the comments by Paulo Candias. I'm pretty sure I mispronounced his name. Form, perspective, anatomy, composition, value, and lighting. Practice for drawing, for writing. For writing, read a lot and write. Practice everything. If you are writing manga, you need to practice and you need to study. Study by reading manga. Study by reading books. Study by reading the dictionary. You never know what kind of word you might find. For example, I was watching, what was it, Vsauce? And he was talking about rare words. Quizzically is the rarest word used. And it kind of surprised me because it means to say in a mocking manner. And when I'm writing my scripts, I'm always looking for different ways to say she said, he said. And a word like quizzically seems like it could be used really well for that kind of thing. I'm surprised more authors don't use it, to the point that the word has become basically non-existent. That's just a random ramble though. Alright. Mankato Yang. Have a lot of fun. Readers notice. This is true. If you absolutely hate what you are drawing and what you're writing, your readers are going to notice. They're going to feel your tension and your disgust for the book, and they're going to feel it too. They're not going to like your book because you don't like your book. The more passion you put into it, even if your art isn't perfect, even if your writing isn't perfect. I apologize for any background noise. I live with a bunch of little dogs. But yeah, be passionate about what you write. It'll be noticed. By Fred Schrupp. Exactly. Have fun. In response to the other one, to the previous comment, and always look to improve. Study anatomy, draw various poses, add dynamics to your art, draw the reader's attention from panel to panel. Be expressive. Also by Fred Schrupp, add interest, varying lines, and practice foreshortening. That's like the where you see something closer to the camera and it seems bigger, and pretty much adding drama through that. That's one way, especially action manga. And varying lines are actually really important. Not varying lines, like thicker lines in the shadow, lighter lines, even line breaks. It adds interest to your artwork, and to where the lines almost tell the story on their own. The setting, the energy, everything like that. By Amanda Shepard. Write a good story. It's a bonus. If your story is good enough, people can look past mistakes in the art. Now that's not saying, like, go into your art half-assed, but the better the story, the more people, like, if you have really good art, but a terrible story, people might still buy it because it looks good, but no one's gonna come back for volume 2 because the story is crap. What's gonna make the readers come back for volume 2 is good story and good prosecution. Prosecution? I don't know, I'm probably using the wrong word. And by Kim O'Connor. Work, bitch. Yeah, if you don't get the work done, it's not happening. You gotta get the work done. I do not know where I put my eraser. That's alright, I'll just grab me a new one. By Tanya Borngraber. Never give up and believe in your dreams. Giving up is never the answer. And yes, do believe in your dreams. I don't know, some dreams can be nightmares. Alright. By Brandon Franson. This is gonna sound counterproductive, but what seems to help me is just saying, fuck it. Obviously, don't half-ass everything, but don't stress about being a perfectionist either. It'll save you a lot of time, stress, and nobody will mind in the long run. Yeah, like, a lot of us perfectionists want so bad for our stories and art to be perfect that we'll give all of our characters, like, super detailed designs, and everything else super detailed, and then it ends up taking you 3 years just to write a single page. Well, guess what? No one's gonna read your story because your story doesn't exist, because you're too busy being a perfectionist about it. Alright, by Vanessa Bling Bling. Follow your dreams. Never give up, no matter what they say. You will show them in the end that you are great, and you'll be very happy with your deeds. if you are trying to write manga and comics, you're going to have people tell you that you can't, you shouldn't, you won't. Can't. And if you listen to any of them, well, I guess you're kind of right. But don't listen to them. Don't listen to the people that tell you you can't. If this is really what you want for your life, only you can decide whether you do or you don't. Okay. By James Yin. Develop a money-making skill. Get a day job, save money, and then pay for a good art mentor. Having art classes probably would help you, because a good manga artist is first a good artist. But you don't necessarily need all that. I started drawing long before I even had the chance to get an art class. No, that's not to say that I'm ungrateful for the art classes I had. I mean, they could have been better. My art teacher didn't teach, like, there was maybe one perspective class. So there was very little background practice. There was some anatomy practice, but not a whole lot. It was mostly just like painting and landscapes, which I really needed too, because a lot of the things I sell are actually paintings. Like fantasy landscapes that I've added, like, a little bit of like comic details in it, like black outlines. People seem to really like those. Alright. By Levon Mason. Draw every day, practice everything, and never give up. If you don't draw every day, you're gonna lose your skills. That's the way it works. By Tom Keffa. You will never be perfect or great in your own eyes. You will always be learning and improving. You need to draw every day. Start today. Don't wait for things to be great or perfect. If you wait for it to be perfect, it'll never happen. By Jasmine Love. Don't let your feelings get hurt. You gotta have tough skin. Ask for criticism so that you can improve, but understand that you have a unique style that not everyone will like. This reminds me of a few of artists that I watch on YouTube that have really unique art styles. But the thing is, those who like their art absolutely love them. But those who don't like their art, well, they could care less what they do. But the artist is aware of this, and it doesn't mind. If you have a super unique art style, there are going to be some people that don't like it. But the ones who do like it will come back to you continuously because they like it. So, being unique has its flaws, but it also has its quirks. Alright, just inking the bubble. Alright, we got a pretty long one here, so let me just... Okay, not as long as I thought. Make mistakes, and learn from them. Do not strive to be a perfectionist. Again with the perfectionism. There are no shortcuts to learning. Practice, practice, practice. Do not strive to copy an exact style of art. Find your own and refine it. A lot of people think, like, they see an art style on like Google or something and they're like, oh, I really want to draw like that. And then they end up copying only that, and all of a sudden all they are is a copycat. They have no style of their own. They're just a rehash of the things everyone's already seen. Because instead of studying the fundamentals, they only study this person's art. Such as, like, I see a lot of people do with specific manga styles, like Bleach or whatnot. And then, in the end, they just end up not being able to have a style because they're too deeply rooted in that one thing that they studied. I did a similar thing with Taikubo's Bleach. When I first started learning art, I only studied Bleach's art, and a lot of that has actually stuck with me. Art gets compared to Bleach quite a lot, and although that's not a bad thing, you can definitely still see the roots of how I started. Alright. By Chinadu Afugabu. I don't know how to pronounce that. Keep working. Alright, by Ian Nelson. Step out of your comfort zone. Don't be afraid to explore, to add and refresh your list of influences. There's nothing wrong with that. Learn the fundamentals first. Constantly work on whatever you feel your weaknesses are, especially the fundamentals. Once you feel you've got a strong grasp of them, you can break the rules and choose whatever direction you feel most comfortable with. This is actually how you gain a unique style. Instead of just copying other artists, you study things on your own, like anatomy, and it sounds really stupid at first. You're like, hey, well, if I'm drawing manga and stuff, I don't need realistic anatomy. Even if you're doing like a really cartoony style, people will be able to tell if you studied anatomy or not. Even if you have like, ultra cartoony stick figure people. People will know if you studied or not, and they will appreciate it a lot more if you did. And then your art style is more of a choice you made, instead of it just being, I don't know, I'm out of words. It should always be a choice instead of something that you're forced to do because you have a lack of skills. Alright, just 2 left. Draw every day and read manga and comics. Keep inspired, don't be jealous. Envy never gets anyone anywhere. By Daniel Ronald Reeves. Appreciate your inspirations, but become yourself by studying the fundamentals. Go to figure and life drawing classes and look around. Look around you and see you're not the only one working and learning and changing. Alright, that is it for the comments on the what's the best advice you can give a manga or comic creator. That was the last of the comments for the Facebook post, but there was actually one on my previous YouTube video, What Have You Learned from Writing Manga, by Vezenia Designs. And the comment is, the thing I've learned is to support each other, is to support other indies. You can't expect to receive without giving. I try to buy indie comics and manga, and even do unboxing and reviews on my channel. It's hard getting your work out there when you are indie, so I try my best to help people like people helped me. Indie creators need to support each other. The people who are going to buy your book are the people who are going to like you as an artist. If they absolutely hate you, they're not going to want your book. The people that will buy your stuff the most are the people who want to support you. So thank you, Vizenia Designs, and everyone else who has commented for your comments. What other topics would you like me to explore? Please let me know what you think about these, and any comment or any topics that you would like me to explore, or questions you would like me to ask in my manga groups. So yeah, that's it for this one. Have a nice day.